WWE Hall of Famer, Florida State University great, former world champion, Ron Simmons. Ron, we're at Florida SuperCon, the Miami Beach Convention Center, which is Dusty Rhodes Championship Wrestling from Florida home every Wednesday night. Ron, what are your thoughts? You're a Florida guy. What are your thoughts of Dusty and this building and what Dusty meant?
You know, first of all, I've got to say this. Not only is it Dusty's stomping grounds for Florida Championship Wrestling, it's mine.
That is true.
You know, I share that with him, and I share somewhat being a Floridian with him. This is also where my football background began at Tallahassee at Florida State. So we share that, first of all, in common. And secondly, it's almost like when I talk about him, man, it's like me losing an arm, because he was instrumental in the formative stages of my career in professional wrestling, because himself being a football player, and he knew what I'd gone through on that in the football world, and he helped me make the transition into professional wrestling. You know, it's hard to find words to say what he meant to be honest with you, but I know this: he was very good to me, very kind to me, very nurturing to me, very supportive all throughout the years, all the way up until now, you know, and it really hurts me as much as it does, you know, if I was his own son, because he meant just that much to me. Not only was he a big input on the business that we're in as far as professional wrestling goes, but people worldwide love him because of the man he was. And that's what I like to remember him for, the man that he was, as well as being a great professional wrestler. We will miss him.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
TNA Knockout, Mickie James, a talented singer, talented wrestler. She's a jack of all trades. Mickie, just talk about Dusty. Dusty, we're at Florida SuperCon at the Miami Beach Convention Center, and this is a place where Dusty made famous way back in his territory days. Just some thoughts on Dusty.
Oh man, you know, Dusty was on the road. He was backstage when I was working with WWE, and I think not just being an inspiration to the locker room there at the time, but just to us as fans growing up in the business, and the promos that he did that just kind of resonated with you and just felt so real and from the heart. I mean, nobody could touch Dusty on the mic, and he just made you feel like he was speaking to you and from his heart. It was just, I think he'll be dearly missed, and he's made his legacy forever in all of our hearts and all of our fans. You know, for someone like me who's been a fan since I was a little girl, like I aspire to be like Dusty. You know, like you aspire to be able to speak like that so eloquently and beautifully and touch so many people's hearts on the microphone, and he did it like no other. So we miss him.
Thank you, Mickie.
Thank you.
WWE Hall of Famer Tito Santana here at the Miami Beach Convention Center, Florida SuperCon. The Miami Beach Convention Center, Championship Wrestling from Florida. Dusty Rhodes made this place famous on Wednesday nights. Just what are some of your recollections of Dusty, Tito?
Well, I remember Dusty. I started here in 1977 when Dusty was at its prime. You know, he was the American dream here already. Dusty was a good man, you know, and he was loved by everybody here, and pretty much in the whole wrestling world. You know, he was a good man.
Thank you, Tito.